Beautiful day in Sydney. Track is rated as slow. They're racing, and Richie's Classic made a mess of the start. Prince of War and Angora wide out got the best of the kick. Matrix won from the fence, and Janola on the rail away quickly, and King's Touch scooting through in the blue cap, and it's going to fire through and go to the front. Gee, Angora's eased back sharply, and Prince of War's run right off the track, so it's all on early at the 1200. King's Touch in front of Janola and Matrix. Prince of War's out of control on the outside fence. Pushing up on the rail is Retrace. Time Deposit keeps it company. 2 lengths to Angora, racing very greenly, and Richie's Classic back at the tail. Justin Sheehan has got an absolute job and a half to do out wide on Prince of War, where King's Touch coming down the side is the leader. It's King's Touch in front of Prince of War, who's moved up to be second, only a neck away. 2 lengths to Matrix, 2 lengths Time Deposit. On the improved going around Janola. Retrace third last from Angora, and 2 lengths to Richie's Classic. Racing to the 600 metres mark. King's Touch the inside, Prince of War the outer. They're stride for stride. Matrix the box seat, and Time Deposit about to be let loose. A length away, Retrace about to go forward from Angora, Janola and Richie's Classic. Homeward bound, 4:50 to go. Prince of War outside of King's Touch. Time Deposit into the clear in ample time. 2 lengths, Retrace running on well. Angora starting to swoop down the centre of the track from Matrix. Time Deposit in front, but no good thing. Retrace has loomed up, and Angora's coming. Prince of War fights on. Favourite's gone. Retrace hit the lead. Angora's coming after it from Prince of War kicking. Angora swooped on the lead, 50 to go. She drew clear by a neck on Retrace. Prince of War running a great race, but Angora's all too good. Angora won it over a length to Retrace. How far should a Prince of War won by? Time Deposit weakened to run fourth from Matrix, then Janola, King's Touch and Richie's Classic last in.
And the line is good. Starter's got a good line. The signal from behind. Stoll's back racing. Good start too. Going back was Our Grades and Mr. Lightfoot after the start. Other runners have jumped away quickly. Les Vos Ruler, and going quickly up on the inside of it now, Ryazan in the first part of the race, and also pushing through as Compliant when they settle down. Further out is Mr. Classical, Compliant, Mr. Classical and Les Vos Ruler. Charged at that second. They move 2.5 in front now from Ryazan. A length and a half to Loose Truth from Uncle Ike. 3 further back, Sovereign Ties. 1 then to Build Him, and 2 lengths further back, Mr. Lightfoot, and last of all, Our Grades. Over the third, along the back on the first lap, and starting to sort themselves out a little. Les Vos Ruler takes it up by 2.5 now to Mr. Classical. A length to Ryazan. 4th is Compliant. 1 then to Loose Truth. Uncle Ike just out a little wide the grade. 2 lengths further back, Sovereign Ties. Build Him got up on the inside of him and improved. About 2 then to Mr. Lightfoot, and Our Grades outside it last of all. Up to the top turn, they've got about 2,800 metres to go, and the leader is Les Vos Ruler. He moved 2.5 lengths in front from Mr. Classical. 1 length further back, Ryazan. A length and a half in Compliant 4th. They're followed by Loose Truth, who's up on the outside running 5th. A length and a half further back, Built Him. Uncle Ike the grey outside it, 2 to Sovereign Ties. The inside, Mr. Lightfoot, and Our Grades last of all. First to 3 down the straight, Les Vos Ruler over it in front, and landed a length and a half to Mr. Classical. A length into Ryazan up on the outside 3rd. 4th Compliant, 1 then to Loose Truth, then Build Him inside Uncle Ike as they go to the second one down the straight. Further back in the race then came Mr. Lightfoot inside Sovereign Ties, and 4 to Our Grades. Down towards the judge, about 2,200 metres to go. 1 circuit out now, 3rd one coming up down the straight, and the leader is Les Vos Ruler, comes to it, got across the top of it, a length and a half in front of Mr. Classical, and Ryazan on the outside of it. There's no change, a length then Compliant. Loose Truth 5th, 1.5 Build Him from Uncle Ike, and then Mr. Lightfoot over on the inside of Sovereign Ties, and 2 to Our Grades. 1,700 metres to go. Out of the straight they run, 5 hurdles out. To the back they race, and Les Vos Ruler has had a fairly easy run, a length and a half to Mr. Classical, right on his tail. Outside it, Ryazan. 2 to Loose Truth, Compliant 5th the fence, 1.5 Uncle Ike. A half Build in the rail, 2 further back, Mr. Lightfoot. Sovereign Ties outside it, and 2 to Our Grades. Still no change. Down the back they go towards the 1,300 metre mark, and still Les Vos Ruler over a length in front of Ryazan, and Mr. Classical tucked away on the inside 3rd. 2 further back, Loose Truth, as they put a bit of speed on. Compliant got up on the inside of it, 2 to Uncle Ike, 2 then to Build Him. Outside it, Sovereign Ties from Our Grades, and Mr. Lightfoot went back to the rear. At the 1,100 metre mark, next one coming up, and over that well is Les Vos Ruler, a length in front of Ryazan. Mr. Classical got into it. Loose Truth went up 4th, a length into Compliant. 2 to Uncle Ike. Build Him as a fair way off them from Sovereign Ties as they complete the last of 3 down the back. Off the back they come at the 900-metre mark, and it's Les Vosrilla. A neck in front of Ryazan, 2 to Mr. Classical. Loose Truth has gone around it. Length and a half compliant from Uncle Ike, and 3 further back then Sovereign Ties. Built him going backwards, followed by Our Grades. Forget Mr. Lightfoot. 700 out, 2 flights out. Les Vosrilla a half Ryazan. 3/4 on the inside, still with the kickers, Mr. Classical. Then came to the outside of it, Loose Truth, followed by Uncle Ike, and then Compliant. And 4 lengths to build him. 2 flights to go on the turn. Les Vosrilla not to be denied. 3/4 Ryazan. Then Mr. Classical under pressure, and further out, Loose Truth. At the 400-metre mark, and it's still Les Vosrilla. Down towards the second last from Loose Truth. They go over it about 3/4 between them. Then Mr. Classical under pressure, followed by Ryazan and Uncle Ike. 1 flight to go, and still Les Vosrilla a neck in front of Loose Truth. Here's the last coming up. Les Vosrilla jumped it well. On the outside, Loose Truth comes at him now, gets on terms. Loose Truth with coming again, Les Vosrilla. Loose Truth with his nose in front, and Loose Truth a half length on the line to Les Vosrilla. 4 away third. Mr. Classical, then Ryazan. A gap Uncle Ike built him. Sovereign Ties, Our Grades Compliant. Mr. Lightfoot last of all.
5 Loose Truth, B. Scott, $6.50, $2. 2 Les Vosrilla, $2.90. 6 Mr. Classical, $1.50.
Correct way to the coast, 3:10-2 at Kembla. Here's Greg.
Thanks, Les. Look, it's a very open affair. This on track, the favourite number 11, Volcanic.
Exacta 63.60, trifecta 297.80, a half by 5.5, 344.6.
They hit the ground as one. Out wide, Rocket Ball began quickly. Hale has ridden forward in the early stages. Going quickly as Regal Touch shortly after the start. Jean's Interest is going up into a position. Arrogant Lad and This Man Should going forward as well. Paddy Maloney, Hale. Hale is going forward on the outside, and Hale is going to take up the running as they go to the turn out of the straight. 1,800 metres to go. Hale landing on the fence, leading by a length on Arrogant Lad. This Man Should third outside of Regal Touch. Rocket Ball is in 4th position on the outside, followed by Midnight Babe, who's wide but going forward. Manziel finds himself out 3 horses deep, following up behind Midnight Babe. Jean's Interest is next. There goes Paddy Maloney, sweeping around them 3 wide. Midnight Deal is next on the inside. Then Superior Red, Party King, followed by Planet King next on the rails. Then Spirit of Westbury, he's back 4th last, outside of Telesio. Then Awesome Weather, and Hydra Masters last of all. Manziel is pulling his way to the lead. 1,300 metres to go. Manziel a little fired up, goes to the front now. Boss is not going to fight him. He's going to let him stride. Manziel crossing onto the rails, the length and a half clear of Arrogant Lad, followed by Paddy Maloney, sweeping around them into 3rd place, now going up to be 2nd outside of Arrogant Lad. Midnight Babe, there goes Superior Red. There's another one taking off. Hale is relegated back to 6th on the inside, Wonder Rocket Ball, and then Party King. Regal Touch is now running 9th on the rails. A length further back to This Man Should, Midnight Deal, Jean's Interest, then a Hydra Master. Planet King is well back on the inside of Spirit of Westbury, now 3rd last, then Telesio and Awesome Weather. The big field comes down the side of the course, 650 metres to go. Manziel in front, but he's been fighting the jockey. Manziel leads narrowly. Paddy Maloney running 2nd. Superior Red going up 3 wide to make it a line of 3. Arrogant Lad is a length away 4th, followed by Hale, securing a lovely run. He's over on the inside. He's tracking up behind Manziel. Now coming to the outside is Party King with Rocket Ball. This Man Should is just behind them with Regal Touch trying to work into the clear. Manziel is still the leader. 300 metres to go. Arrogant Lad trying hard. There's room for Hale. Telesio's getting a needle eye opening over on the inside and rushing down the outside. Awesome Weather finishing brilliantly. Telesio got the run on the inside, hit the front. Awesome Weather, Regal Touch is coming through quickly in the centre, and so is This Man Should. Telesio's just in front. They hit it. Telesio has won from a photo. This Man Should, Regal Touch, and Awesome Weather. Planet King flying home. Manziel just behind them with Spirit of Westbury. Next in, Hale, Arrogant Lad. The next one over the line is Hydra Master, Jean's Interest, Midnight Deal, Superior Red. Paddy Maloney well back with Party King, Rocket Ball, and Midnight Babe, one of the last home.
16 Telesio, K McAvoy, 14.40 the win, 4.50 the place. Photo finish for the Miners, 17 This Man's Hood. The return of $2.30, 2 Regal Touch, 2.40, 14 Awesome Weather, 4.10 Correct Weight Sandown, 5.26.
By Kira McAvoy. That was a rails-hugging ride. That was a reminder of George Moore and the 61 Stradbroke on Persian Lyric, coming from near last on the home turn without going outside a horse. Just scrape paint on the rails all the way down the straight. And Kira McAvoy The champion Melbourne jockey, the Melbourne Cup winning jockey, has been able to strike first blood here at Eagle Farm on Qantas Oaks Day. 16 Telesio is first. 17 This Man Should, ridden by Scott Seamer second. Number 14 is third, Awesome Weather, Scott Galloway out wide, and officially fourth was number 2 Regal Touch. It's 16, 17, 14 and 2.
And first off, Kembla Totes.
On a slow track. Set. They're off. Jumped in a good line too, and London Eye at the end of 100 shoots to the lead. Goodrum, Call Me Henry and Dammer Winnell jump well, followed by I Wonder, and then a gap to Royal Conspiracy and a couple of lengths to Magic Albert, and a half on his inside is Pointy Stick. They race along to the 750, and here Dammer Win shows the way narrowly from Call Me Henry. Between them London Eye 3/4 away. A length and 3/4 further back is Royal Conspiracy, followed closely then by I Wonder as they come down the side, and Goodrum between horses and a couple Magic Albert and Pointy Stick. Racing to the turn at the 500, and Dammer Win shows the way from London Eye. In third position, Call Me Henry pretty wide, followed by Royal Conspiracy, Goodrum, and to the outside goes Magic Albert from I Wonder and Pointy Stick. In the stretch, about 300 left to go, and here taking the lead, London Eye. Second is Dammer Win, and now Magic Albert is joining in very swiftly as Sheehan shakes up the favourite Magic Albert. He's making light of his 60 kgs. He went past London Eye in one fell swoop, and then Call Me Henry, but oh, isn't he good? Magic Albert demoralised his rivals in beating London Eye, and third was Call Me Henry, followed by Goodrum, and then Dammer Win, Royal Conspiracy, and the last two and a long way back at that Pointy Stick and I Wonder. Geez, a good horse, isn't he, this fella? Ever out of second gear and under 60 kgs. Well, Justin had a better ride in that, didn't he, than the first of the day here. Number 1, Magic Albert. Justin Sheehan has paid $1.70 on Tab Limited and $1.10. So 2 runs back from a spell, winning at Randwick last Saturday, here today, and out now for another let up, and then back for the riches of the spring. Raced by Mr. D. Walton, trained by Albert Stapleford, by Zetative from Sally Lou, and has run 105.16. 105.16, record 103.54.
They're off, and the starter caught them pretty well. Ruby's Jester on the outside began running and away very quickly. Guadalamina, as they settle down, it's going through to tackle for the lead with Hello Boys and also Marvilla, who's showing plenty of pace on the inside after going a little over 200. It's Hello Boys, a narrow leader off the fence. Marvilla against the rail. Guadalamina deeper out, and Thunder half fourth and a little wide there. Just behind them, Ruby's Jester, and they're followed by Halcyon Seas, Dancing Saint, and Autumn Storm as last of all as they come to the corner. Marvilla sticking to the inside rail. On its outside, Hello Boys, they come around the bend and they kick away on Thunder Ha, and they're followed by Guadalamina, who's under the whip in fourth placing, and then came Ruby's Jester. At the 200 metres though, Hello Boys scooted away, raced a couple of lengths in front now from Marvilla. They're followed by Guadalamina and Ruby's Jester on the outside. Hello Boys in front at the 100, starting to stop a little. Marvilla's coming again with Guadalamina and Ruby's Jester, but Hello Boys in front and saw it through. Didn't last by much, but Hello Boys has just won it. Photo for the Miners. Guadalamina's there with Marvilla in the centre and Ruby's Jester on the outside. Back behind them were Thunder Ha, and then a break to Autumn Storm and Halcyon Seas, and Dancing Saint last of all.
One's out of the saddle over there. Might be Treviscay. They're all in the starting gate. Yoruba stands up well. Very big crowd here at Eagle Farm this afternoon, very early in proceedings for a magnificent day's racing. Yoruba has the rails, coming back in distance, Yoruba. Now the starting signal has been given, we're set to go. Lights go on. They're ready, waiting on Ina's Treasure. They're racing now, and first to come out of the gates was Foxmore. He went straight to the lead, and Artique began quickly. Going fast on the outside, Hoo-Ha and Just Door and Sensation. Madison 6 deep going up to the first corner with Fubu just behind them. Then Jellic Knight, Jack Yoruba getting back on the fence, passed by Travis Gay and Polish the Silver. Then A-Mace Gay, Twin Fortune, Ina's Treasure and Blue Celeste. 900 metres to go, and Hoo-Ha win of the lead. Madison's going over outside him now. Sensation third on the outside, Artique fourth on the fence. fence, and then came Just Door, fifth inside Fubu. A length away then Travis Gay, wide around Polish the Silver, Foxmore back on the fence, Jellic Knight Jack between runners. Then A Mace Gay, Yoruba's a long way back, and so is Ina's Treasure, Twin Fortune, and last of all is Blue Celeste. Around the bend, 450 out, it's Hoo-Hara half to Madison. Another length away, Sensation called upon, followed by Artique Fubu. Just Door on the fence, followed by Foxmore, and further back Travis Gay. 250 to go, it's Hoo-Hara and Madison, they're still together. Fubu at the big weight on the outsides, chiming in quickly, then Travis Gay and Sensation, but Fubu shortly afterwards went to the lead from Madison. Travis Gay on the outside, and A Mace Gay late. Fubu in front. Travis Gay won't pick him up, and Fubu puts up a great performance to beat Travis Gay and A Mace Gay. Yoruba's run fourth. The next time Ina's Treasure, Hoo-Ha, Madison, Polish the Silver, Foxmore, Twin Fortune. Then Artique Sensation, weakened in the straight. A long way back, Just Door, Blue Celeste, and last time was Jellic Knight Jack. Class, eh? 61.5 and a wide gate. Well, he's here for the Stradbroke Handicap next week, and here he is at $20.80 and $6.90. Number 1, Fubu, ridden by Kieran McAvoy. If you have a look at McAvoy's action, I just don't know where he holds the reins half the time. Look where his hands are. His fingers are loose, and he must have the rein just between his thumb and his first finger. Amazing riding style, but very effective. Quinella's paid $89.90. The trifecta paid $4,501 even. The numbers are 1, 8, 12, 1 Fubu, Kieran McAvoy, 8 second Travis Gay, Scott Seamer, 12 third A Mace Gay, Glenn Voss, and 3 fourth Yoruba, Glenn Collis. The numbers are 1, 8 and 12.
Yeah, well, there's yet another. 60.